What's going on, everyone? We're back with a nickel 2-4-5 double A gap play, and here's a mini scheme. I'm breaking down the plays in this video, but then I'll have some gameplay coming very soon for you, but just kind of getting all that footage together. So what I do for audibles, I like to have outside dog 3, nickel dog meg, then a cover 2, cover 3. So what you're doing is coming out of nickel dog 2. You're going to audible to outside dog 3, baseline, and then audible to whatever other play you want to do. And so if you remember my 1-4-6 video I put out about a month ago, the key is getting the safety to come all the way down. So now it looks like we're showing 8 at the line of scrimmage. Then what I do is reset my play to go back to nickel dog 2 for the cover 2 blitz. From there you blitz your linebackers, contain, and you're going to now have a 7-man pass rush with double edge heat. So of course, most people are going to block their running back whenever they're passing. So that's why I like to send 7, is that I'm always sending one more than they're blocking, and I'll be able to pick that up. If they don't block anybody, then you're getting double edge from both sides. Of course, if you know your opponent's sending out the running back and not leaving them in a block, then what you want to do is, instead of blitzing both linebackers, what you can do is just blitz one linebacker and always blitz the linebacker on the left. So now we have 3 guys in zone on the right, a user controlled the safety on the left, and then you're having edge heat. And with that formation, the corner got a little bit caught up running into the receivers off that bunch side. But you just got to mess around with moving them in there, and you're going to see if they're sending out everybody, then run this setup because you get one extra guy in coverage and you're still going to get pressure on the quarterback right away. Now, again, if they are running a lot of the blocking the running back, then you definitely want to send 7. That way you're making sure you're getting somebody free through. As you see here, we get the corner, and when they try to run away, we have the contain waiting there on the right. So you want to force them to make a very quick read if they're only going to block the running back. And you can do this out of multiple plays. So I broke down nickel dog 2. If you want to do the cover 3, then I would just stay in outside dog 3, blitz the linebackers, crash the defensive line up, and then contain. So it's almost the exact same setup, but then you want to put the strong safety who comes down on the field either in a curl flat or a hook zone, or you can man them up if you really want to get crazy. And then you're going to use that safety over the top again. So what you see here, if they don't block anybody, you're getting double edge heat, but now from a cover 3 look. If they are blocking the running back and you're doing the send 7 version, then it's all about guessing your opponent's tendencies and who they're going to try to make with the quick read. A lot of times I'll actually put that strong safety in a hook zone because I feel like a lot of people like to hit a quick drag or slant against the blitz. So I like to have him in a hook zone to help me over the middle of the field. But again, you can put curl flat, cloud zone, whatever you want to do to try to catch your opponent slipping. If you know they're sending the running back out, then similar to the cover 2 version, just blitz one of the 2 linebackers and put the other one in zone. That way you are able to save one more guy in coverage if you just know they're going to send somebody out. Another thing you can do, and I'll mix it up every now and then, is I'll put that strong safety into an inside half or deep half, and that way I'm user controlling the short left middle of the field. He's going to run back and try to help me in deep coverage. I might put that outside left guy in a cloud zone, and then I'm going to use anything over the middle of the field with my safety. So here's just the setting up the blitzes, and we're going to get into some coverages here in just a second. But the blitz is something I don't want to run all the time, but other ways you can set it up is put the strong safety in the hook zone and you user the left side. That way you have 2 people user in the short middle of the field, and you just got to have your faster corners on the outside, so if they try to bomb some streak up the middle, they'll be able to recover and at least make a play on the ball. But what I like about this formation a whole lot is not only can you run the cover 2, cover 3 blitzes, but nickel dog meg is great coverage. So you set it up exactly the same, audible to outside dog 3, baseline, and then audible to nickel meg 3. These are very wordy plays. What I do for this setup then is I'll take that left middle linebacker and man him up on whoever I think is going to run a drag or a crossing route, something short over the middle. So I put them on the slot receiver, the tight end. It really just depends on what they're running. And the reason I like this play so much is the outside corner on the right is already in man-to-man coverage on the furthest outside right receiver. You have 3 deep zones. 2 quarter flats that you can play underneath coverage if you want to change them up to something shorter, and then you can man up the middle linebacker on anybody. So it's a weird coverage by default, and it just gives people trouble. I've noticed is whenever random people are manned up that they're not expecting and kind of running around the field, then this gives them trouble to get used to it. So a lot of times I'll run this, or I'll run the cover 3 by doing underneath coverage and over top, so that my 2 curl flats become cloud flats. But if not, I'm running this nickel mag 3 just because it usually throws people off because they have no idea what to expect, where the coverage is going, who's sitting in zone, who's in man. So you just got to make sure you switch it up to keep them honest. But what I like about the nickel 2-4-5 is he has this very unique defense to mix in with your blitzes. So, a lot of times what I'll do with the man-to-man is I'll man up whoever I think is going to be on kind of the distraction routes, and that way I try to take away their best route. So I knew that the corner route's very effective out of tight doubles, so I'd man up somebody else like a tight end or a drag, and then I'm going to use or cover their best route to hopefully force their hand and throw something else where they're not expecting. So anyway, guys, these are a few plays you can jump right into with nickel 4-5, double A gap. I've had a lot of success with it, and like I said a little earlier, I'll break down some gameplay footage and try to have that for you here in just the next couple days. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified as soon as the video drops. And here we're just breaking down the cover 3, the one other coverage defense you can use. Very simple, but it's important to use coverage and send the heat only when you need it and your opponent's not expecting it.